way, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. CGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I
come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains.
It's week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll keep our eye on A.J. Terrell, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Falcons and the Steelers, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former #2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, he certainly had his ups and downs since being the second overall selection back in 2017. But when he's on, Mitchell Trubisky shows all the attributes you're looking for in a quarterback. Big arm, excellent legs for mobility. His key, being consistent.
Trubisky going to look to throw right away. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Arnold Ebiketie in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Touchdown, Falcons. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Coup for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give, running left is Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Pulled in at the 24. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
First down, Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Mariota. This pass is caught by London. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Mariota to throw it. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. To the air again, Mariota. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brian Edwards with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky pass incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards that time.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll throw again. Mariota into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing here, Trubisky. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Rashad Bateman, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Nick Chubb has a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is. Gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Coup now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Trubisky. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. There's a nice move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Well, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Coup for the extra point.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Arnold Ebiketie picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he's got Rome. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mariota.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And the Falcons are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Now Mariota. Touchdown! Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it is 42-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much. Dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Trubisky will throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Part of my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
The Steelers send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
At their own 23. Now it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one, they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Coup now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. 1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
At their own 22. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Trubisky to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Talking about two sides of the ball across purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Trubisky. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Trubisky to throw again.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
Trubisky's throw there, hauled in by...
And he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for Atlanta, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after.